Because translation is always contextual, and the politics of an artist like Tagore, who's obviously much larger than one piece, or the breadth is obviously has to be taken into account when you try to understand or appreciate anything that he's done. So what I totally agree with you. And when you were talking for the first time about the translation thing, and you mentioned the uh, Shongshar, Shongshoy connect, the phonetics of Bangla, which he has so beautifully, Apono Monero Madhuri Mishai type of alliterative, onomatopoeic, different kinds of phonetics that he's tried out. Now here is the question that when we came to translating the Tashadesh songs, I was working largely with a group of people who had no clue about Tagore. And this was very deliberate because they were so far removed, but they were my friends. They were around me. They're very much not the current society, and they don't give a flying whatever to this. So when I approached the idea of you know a song like Hey Novina, this is Shongshar. Shongsha is still a Shongkot Shong. They are heavy words. Hey Nobina, how do I explain this to somebody who is not conversant with that time, how hey was looked at as a word, how to translate Nobina, right? And the best possible option was actually to turn hey into hey, you know. And that was the most obvious choice, and that became that, and the cadence of the song is so jazz, it's like a jazz track. It's like a old bluegrass jazz style song, and hey is such a powerful word in that jazz term, So I think it's totally
And also,
should be done.
when he uses names of flowers, we have such beautiful names of flowers, Polash, Mollika, it's often better to just keep the original Bengali names of those flowers.
Which I've done for some of the work that I have transcreated for him. But it's better to retain the fragrance in the original language than try and find alternatives.
Can I butt in
Yes,
for a
yes,
minute?
yes.
Dakho, what we did during the 150 years thing was one of the insistence that we made is not to translate from English. What all Indian languages were doing were to come to English, most of them were coming to English and then translating. I told them repeatedly that you are going through two transmission losses. A, when you put it up from Bengali to English, you have to accommodate the environment, the ecosystem of the English language. And then when you're trying to bring into Malayalam from there, you're again suffering a loss. Why are you going for double? There are people who understand both. Malavika, for instance, would understand both languages. I mean, I don't know how adept she is in translating, but simple point is that one of the rules was no via media. Number two take on this is that there is no final answer to what you say. The idiom changes, the language changes, the context changes, the moving frontier of images, no, not imagery, frontier of decency. What constitutes decency? What constitutes acceptability? These all change, and therefore you can free certain words from the constriction of translation to the next generation straight. One question that I wanted to ask, I mean, what I was asked all through, Uncle, does Tagore rock? The answer is no. He doesn't rock because we haven't allowed him to rock.
But that is exactly my question. Has the time come to allow him to rock? Has the time come for us to look beyond the limits of the time and the frame and the language and situation in which he was writing and take it beyond for the younger generation? How do you feel about it?
I think it's totally doable because there's so much in his body of work that can transcend time. There are some very important texts that are bound in time and are contextual and are periodic in nature, and they need to remain so. but there are many more which are not. And Tagore is a guy whose one poem can spark off a film or a journey or any other project. So therefore, it's not critical to just take I mean, as Bengalis rather unfortunately keep doing, I mean, even if there are always artists in Bengal, we've seen over time from the 60s that there were always artists who were trying to break norms, break down these walls, and doing what they were doing. But after the post-70s, they have found it really, really difficult to get across to people, which Shakti Chattopadhyay could do because of a nuanced time, of a complex time, and everyone was suffering the same fate as him, as he was, and the class struggle was not so prominent in the minds of people who are accessing art. And I think after post-70s, that has really troubled us. And today, I think that's what is really stopping us from exploring beyond what we could do with Tagore.
And even if you don't want to render him in 21st century lingo, I think it's very clear that when Rabindranath was translating his own Bengali poems into English in the early 20th century, he was doing so in somewhat archaic mid-19th century English. Now, even if you actually render Tagore...
Because that was his reference point,
That's right.
Shogata.
That's
You
right.
know,
But if you...
now the reference points have changed.
That's right. But even if you render Tagore, whatever he wrote in the early 20th century into early 20th century English, that already will, bridge much of the gap that exists between, contemporary readers and, what he wrote. Because he was writing in very modern Bangla. If you look at his Bangla, it is, he is experimenting with that language. And so why not write in that spirit?
Shekhani,
Now,
Jordan,
Oka,
I
I
wanted
will
to
tell
ask you a question very specifically. The age of 150 years, what the Ministry of Culture did to just spread him all over, has that really worked? Or is it that Tagore is still an icon only in Bengal and people still look at him with this reverence and, push him into this space where he's beyond time and whatever? এটা কি ভাঙতে পেরেছিলে তোমরা?
It's very difficult to answer because one can't see the effect so easily and so firmly. I put it like this. We have not been able to touch most of the younger generation. That's my first failure. Shobai jane that he is next to God, so let him stay there and let me be where I am. So we haven't been able to bring him out as a challenger, as this thing. It's a property of the seniors. I felt the same way when I was forced to go through my mandatory doses of Tagore. Like, I also revolted. Amar tokhon Sunildar revolt against Tagore, I used to find it more fascinating than Tagore himself. We have all gone through that phase. Once we join the establishment, we forget that we need to communicate. আজকে আমার প্রবিতাদির সাথে কথা হচ্ছিল about his songs and the music board and the role that it has played. সেটা তো অনেকখানি ভেঙে গেছে। কিন্তু তা সত্ত্বেও উনি she made a very good observation which I must repeat here. She said that ঠিক আছে আমরা অনেক কিছু নিয়ে খেলতে পারি, but there's always an open space on the rhythm. তাই তো? Rhythm বা pace বা tempo, সেটা নিয়ে কিন্তু there's a complete freedom. There is a canonical discipline in other parts of, let us say, Tagore songs, Rabindranath's গান, কিন্তু টেম্পোর এখনো ইটস লেজিটিমেটলি ওপেন। কালকে বন্ধ করে দিতে পারে, এই বাবা এইসব কি করছে আবার এই ছেলেমেয়েগুলো। দ্যাট ডাজন্ট ম্যাটার। পয়েন্ট ইজ হাউ ডু ইউ ব্রিং হিম কনভে। আমরা লিটারেচারের মাধ্যমে, ছোট পুস্তিকার মাধ্যমে, হি সামহাউ অ্যাসোসিয়েটেড উইথ দ্য অ্যাম্বাসেডার কার। আই মিন সামথিং রং উইথ আস। আমরা কোথাও গন্ডগোল করে ফেলেছি যেখানে এই 150-এও কিন্তু আমরা পৌঁছাতে পারি না। আমি অনেক ছোট ছোট পুস্তিকা অ্যাভেলেবল ফর 50 রুপিস করে বিতরণ করেছি, বাট দি ট্রান্সলেশনস ডোন্ট হিট। দে আর অ্যাবসোলুট ট্রান্সলেশনস উইথ সাম অ্যামাউন্ট অফ ট্রান্সলিটারেশন বা ক্রিয়েশন। কন্টেক্সচুয়ালি করা যায়নি, Nobody was bold enough to make Tagore rock. That was a problem. Nobody was willing to take the rap.
No, Satyajit Ray had actually pointed out that তিনটে জিনিস দেখা দরকার যে কোনো রবীন্দ্রনাথের গানে বিশেষ করে he used three words: word, mood and beat. এবং রবীন্দ্রনাথের কিছু কিছু গান আছে যেগুলোর word, mood and beat are better translatable than in other songs. So you can also exercise a degree of choice. আমার ট্রান্সলেশনগুলো এন্টায়ারলি ফরমাইশি শুরু হয়েছিল, মনিদি বসে আছে বলে বলছি, মানে she wanted to record all of Tagore's songs that he composed on his overseas voyages, and she wanted also to tell the story of these voyages, and that was a good device through which to convey the meaning, the nuance, the richness of Tagore's songs to a non-Bengali speaking audience. So, but I suddenly, I was familiar with the work of translation because of my maternal grandfather, but but once I got into it, it was absolutely fascinating. আর আরেকটা কথা বলবো যে Tagore sustains you if you live abroad. মানে এখানে I could be more critical of Tagore. And you feel
Try doing that
no,
on an everyday basis.
No,
Do you
but-
think he's
but
like
you know-
Scotch whiskey?
No, but
you don't want to drink him,
not really. I mean, at
the
least
Indian context.
you want to break away from the Tagorean tradition, try to do something new. You might feel here that he is cramping your originality. Even though Tagore gave his answer to the modernists of the 1920s in his own Shesher Kobita. I mean, I can be a better modernist than all of you put together, was what he was basically saying. But when you live abroad in that sort of a context in the United States, Tagore's works in all their different forms sustains you in sort of exile, in a sense. So that he is there's a kind of a life-giving, life-saving quality to Tagore.
Do you agree with
Eta-
that,
eta-
Jayanta?
There we go back
I
to
would
the
put
God
it like this,
status
what
and the
মনে
medicine.
আছে, nor England did I know till then the love I bore to thee. So that will happen. We are not arguing against it. আমার যেটা as a very layman আমার তো পুরো যেটা strike করে, that is, here is a man who breaks all molds. Number one, here is a man who talks about a woman's view. Here is a man who's far ahead of his time where environment is concerned, where everything is concerned. Here is a man who bugs the establishment of Calcutta University, and they bring up his pieces and say, এগুলোকে correct করো। আমি সেই কোয়েশ্চেন পেপারগুলো খুঁজে পেলাম না, কিন্তু তার অনেক ক্রস রেফারেন্সেস আছে। কলকাতা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের এখানে গিয়ে দেখলাম where Tagore's wrong language was supposed to be set right. Here's a man who, and it went on, I believe, till 1910 or 11. By 10-11, he had reached marination point, and they decided to let him go. And after 12 and 13, we started, ja hoy amader ultota, started the reverse. Hagiograph. If he was bold enough to take on issues, if he was bold enough to take on the language of communication, why are we so scared of using another language to take him on? I mean, take him out.
That is what I want
That's
to ask.
exactly
That
what
is
if you don't do it, remember, the last of the, there was a joke I used to talk about AIR, Akashvani's normal services, যেটা আমি পরে বলতাম, কি put it on FM mode. দেশে তর্ক হতো, তখন বলছে আমাদের অনেক লিসনার আছে, I said with every Haribol, you lose one listener. So let's not talk about it. It's FM, so let's talk FM.
So do
We
you
have
think-
to talk the language that is adapted.
Do you think the time has come now to talk Tagore in FM?
Huh?
And
So that's the whole provocation I'm giving.
Well, see, this is the only way to keep him alive. If we do want to keep him alive, what we are doing clinically is murdering him. We are not realizing that. You asked this question to him
venerating,
earlier,
that
whether
veneration
anyone
is-
how do people outside of Bengal react to Tagore or Ray, or when we talk about Tagore and Ray, just listen to them for 1 second. Hide in a cupboard and listen to them what they're saying about us. We sound horrible.
It's
We're
taken as a
shockingly boring
parochial exercise.
and parochial. It's
Completely
really-
parochial exercise. I had to actually plead with my colleague. you read Ram Guha at times, you read Girish. I mean, Girish Karnad never spares anyone. So Girish Karnad gave it back. Point out, then we have a immediate result
The
here.
Tagore Mafia.
Amara, so Kleenexes
The
are out
Tagore
immediately.
Mafia then comes into action
Whatever.
to protect him.
So,
Yes.
I mean, let those who appreciate Tagore in the classical, if I may use the term, keep him in the classical.
Yeah.
Let there be space enough to declassicalize him and bring him up as a very, very common, very persuasive communicator.
Accessible,
Accessible
understandable.
communicator.
Contemporary.
and to
Contemporary poet.
make
So we-
yeah, I think a
Because
very
Kumar Dako,
very
Ulta
interesting
Shakespeare. When you see the adaptations of Shakespeare that came out,
freewheel it. They
Completely
actually ask
reread
you.
Shakespeare.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, sometimes you get revolted because we have this programmed tendency to compare that with the original. You're going to start Hamlet by saying, when shall we three meet again in thunder, lightning?
Yeah.
Or the,
And if he's not wearing a long coat, we have a problem.
if you have a, so, and when you see the three witches talking in a different tone, and they're not using those classical,
Yeah, they might be Somalian.
there was, so if you could practice him out, especially in modern cinema, especially in alternate cinema, you could bring out Shakespeare and completely deconstruct him, reconstruct him, trample him over, bring him on to new interpretations, and let the audience judge.
And the British will be actually
The
glad
British,
about it.
They did it.
But I think that what you have said is very interesting, and I think that that's the way really to look at him. Let the classicists look at him in that classical
Venerate him.
mode. No, and in the mode that he was supposed to be looked at. But I think that with the copyright breaking and with the opportunities to give him a new lease for the younger generation, we can still do that. But
I think
I'll just Shogata, one of your poems, will you read it for us? Because you've translated it
Let me
in a
first of
different
yeah.
manner.
Well, let me first of all just read you one of my, grandfather's translations of
Purobi.
the song. No, well, I'm just using what I have opened is the song which is the title of our panel,
Baad
Baad
Bhenge
Bhenge Dao. And he had translated Baad Bhenge Dao as break down all barriers. And since we are calling for the breaking down of all barriers, Tagore had called for it long before we did. Break down all barriers, break, break, break. Let the captive mind and life escape. Let the wild fun of the flood of life come over the dried up stream, sing the victorious song of wrecking. Let the old and the derelict go to ruin. Let them go, let them go. The call of the new we have heard. Fear not, oh fear not. We have no fear of the unknown. Rush then to its closed gate with might and main.
So, when you were doing the songs for Tashidesh, did you also, the example that you gave of Hey, Nobina, other areas where you were looking at his songs, how did you deal with them?
Well, there was a long process, of course, of finding every sort of adaptation or translation that has happened on Tashidesh. That was our research. But once we had gone through that, we put it all aside and took it as it came and ended up using 17 out of the 22 songs that were there in the original text, and also had to translate them for the subtitles. And in my films, I use subtitles as a part of the storytelling structure, so therefore those were critical. And since the phonetics therefore play a graphic role in the framing or construction of image, words became truly important. And I have actually read this version, and all the older versions of the translations had in them already this romantic quality, which we could actually lean back into and find that quality from this kind of language. And then, like Hey Nobina, the example that I gave you, or certain other words like Ogo Shanto Pashano Muroti Sundari, how do you in the song itself, we actually repeat the word Shundari a lot. You know, it keeps coming back. It's like a loop. It's like a hallucination kind of loop. Because that's what he's doing. He's spreading that Peter Panish magic on these people, and especially Horotoni. And this idea of Shundari, whether it should be beautiful, or should it be the beautiful one, or should it be something else altogether, because he's actually referring to the person who is inside that robotic, outer body. But before I say, I wanted to really say something else about the rocking of Rabindranath. You can take another poet from that time, Lalon Phokir. And I can tell you, if you give me an option between choosing Lalon or Rabindranath to render it in a Gandu Circus band, I would choose Lalon any day. Because the language is archaic in both ways. And in fact, Lalon's language is slightly more difficult to understand than Rabindranath, because Rabindranath's, we've read it in school, you know. Lalon we've never read, but still, how is it that that power is far more for the youth, especially in Bangladesh? If you see the way Lalon has totally, taken over the minds and brains of the youth in Bangladesh, I wouldn't say that any longer